Good morning, dear students. Welcome back again with a new session of Science 2 towards green energy. Today we are going to discuss about electric energy generation using solar energy. Last time we had discussed about the wind energy. Using the energy in the sunlight, electric energy can be generated in two ways. In all the above methods of electricity generation, we have studied that electric generator is driven by using some source of energy and electricity is generated by making use of the principle of electromagnetic induction. However, electric energy can be generated directly from solar radiation without using generator and without using the principle of electromagnetic induction. This happens in solar photovoltaic cells. Solar photovoltaic cells can convert solar energy directly into electric energy. In the second method, the energy in the solar radiation is converted into thermal energy first, then turbine generator system is driven using the thermal energy into electric energy. Now, solar photovoltaic cell. Solar photovoltaic cells convert the solar radiation directly into electric energy. This is called as solar photovoltaic cell. Solar means sun, photo means we are using the light energy, and therefore the term used is called as solar photovoltaic effect. The electric energy produced through this energy transformation process is called as is DC in generation. DC in nature means direct current. Two type of current is a direct current and the alternate current. So in this we'll get a direct current. These solar energies are made up of special type of material called as semiconductor, that is called silicon. Silicon solar cell of dimension 1 centimeter square generates the current of about 30 milliampere and a potential difference of about 0.5 volt. Thus, a silicon solar cell dimension of 100 centimeters square can generate about 3 ampere, that is approximately 30 milliampere per centimeter square into 100 centimeters square, that is nothing but 3000 milliampere or 3 ampere current and 0.45 volt. Remember Remember that potential difference available from the solar jar is independent of its area. So here directly light energy or energy in sunlight, photovoltaic effect, and directly we get DC electric power. Now, as per the new content or new syllabus, this page is being omitted. So directly we will move to the next page. Now the power available from the solar cell is DC, that already we have discussed. So it's application which need DC power. For example, electric light based on light emitting diodes. It is also called as LED. Diodes, no, sorry, diodes. In short form, it is also called as LED. The energy can be directly used. However, since the energy from solar cell is available only in the presence of sunlight, the energy has to be stored in the batteries for use at later time. However, most of the equipment of domestic as well as industrial use run on AC power because AC power has more advantage than the DC. So in such case, the DC solar power must be converted into AC power using electronic device called as inverter. So with the help of inverter, we can convert DC into AC so that we can make the optimum utilization of the electric energy. So yeah, solar cell into battery, battery into inverter, and inverter into AC power. Now we have seen that many solar cells can be connected together to generate whatever energy we need. As shown in the figure 5.28, DC power generated from the panel is first converted into AC power. The transformer transforms the voltage and current levels of generated power can then it is fed into electric distribution network. The figure 5.28 is a schematic diagram for photovoltaic power station. So that this diagram of 5.28 gives a clear indication that how with the help of sun we can get electricity. Now, in this way, electricity is generated without any fuel combustion, without burning any coal or without burning any wood, and therefore it does not lead to any of the air pollution. However, since the energy is generated using solar radiation, solar cells can generate electricity during the daytime. So that is the biggest, you can call it as disadvantage, because in many of the countries and places the sun cannot be seen 24 hours, or you can say more than 12 hours, and therefore it is only possible during the daytime to produce electricity. Now, solar thermal power plant, we have seen that thermal energy generated from coal and nuclear fuel can be used to generate electricity. Thermal energy can be generated from solar radiation and can be used electric production. Different stages in such solar thermal power plant are shown in figure 5.29. You can see here flow chart is given, concentrators for collecting sunlight, absorber for absorbing the concentrated sunlight, then converts into steam turbine to electric generator, and electric generator to electric energy. Now, as shown in figure 5.30, you can see the below diagram here. Many reflectors reflect and contribute solar radiation in the absorbers. Their solar energy is converted into heat energy. Using heat energy, steam is generated to drive the turbine and generator, and thus are responsible in producing the electricity. Thus, this is how solar energy is converted into different forms of energy, and at last we get electric energy. So here schematic diagram is being shown here, with the help of which we can understand the concept of how solar energy is useful in producing electricity. Here we have completed this lesson of towards green energy, and next lesson we'll discuss in the next video. Till then, have a great day.